Hi, here I am, your favorite reporter in San Juan, Capistrano. I'm on vacation, so follow me inside to find out about this mission. La-di-da-di-da-di-doo, la-di-da-di-da-da-di-doo, la-di-da.
Hey! Who are you?
I am the reporter.
Oh, where am I? Where am I?
The mission, San Juan, Capistrano.
Oh. Who made it? Who done it? Oh.
The person who found it was Father Junipero Serra, one of the priests of Spain.
Wow, that's cool. Oh. When? When did he make it? When was it here?
The mission was founded on November 1st, 1776.
I got another question.
Yep.
Who's that mean-looking thug behind you?
This is Father Serra.
Who is he? He's not my father.
He was a priest of Spain. He was only 16 when he became a Franciscan monk. He worked as a priest and professor of theology until he was asked to become a missionary in 1749. From 1769 to 1784, he established the first 9 missions, including San Juan Capistrano.
What is this place? And when was it built?
The Serra Chapel was built in 1782.
What was it used for?
Serra Chapel was the mission center to spread Catholicism until the Great Stone Church was completed.
Was there like any problems? Was it like bad?
The chapel grew busier until 1891 and was unstable for them to use.
Oh no, did it reopen?
Luckily, the chapel reopened in 1924.
Oh, phew. What are those things behind me? Do they go ding-a-ling-a-ling?
After the Great Stone Church was destroyed in the Great Earthquake of 1812, the bells were replaced on the bell walls that you see here.
What did the bells do?
The ringing of the bells stood for the mission's daily activities. They also stood for important events like weddings and sad moments such as death in the community.
Ah, poor Native Americans. I got a question. Who were the indigenous people that lived here? That's right, I know big words too.
The Ahashmans were the indigenous people who lived in San Juan Capistrano. The Ahashmans lived in what we now call San Diego and Orange County. Before they met the Spaniards, they were hunters and gatherers. The Ahashman lived in brush hut villages, also known as quicha, a dome-shaped structure made of willow and tule. The Ahashman people were very curious about the Spaniards when they arrived. The Catholic priests, or padres, encouraged them to move into the mission and be baptized. Converts were expected to renounce their tribal customs and beliefs, embrace Catholicism. The daily schedule included mass, meals, work, rest, and time for prayer, which were all regulated by the mission bells. This is the industrial center of the mission, where the Ahashman people worked. Some were designated to grow and attend the crops, garden, and vineyard. Others were assigned to be blacksmiths, which was an important part of the industrial center. This is the Catalan furnace, which was used by the blacksmiths to smelt iron. They used the iron to make nails, hinges, and other tools. This was used for wool, fabric dyeing, and clothing and blanket production. San Juan Capistrano had about 10,000 to 14,000 cattle during their peak years among other livestock. These tanning vats were used to soak hides in tannic acid. tallow workers used these pots to make candles and soaps from the fat they rendered from the cattle. The Padres were also very busy and dedicated to their work in spreading Catholicism. They lived in the South Wing. To stay focused, they had very simple living quarters. The mission was home to at least 6 to 10 Spanish soldiers stationed on site in military barracks. The soldiers helped the Spanish priests teach mission skills, enforced mission rules, fought off pirates or parties from foreign powers, and protect the mission from outside attack.
Hey, you.
Yes?
Where are we now?
We are at the ruins of the Great Stone Church.
How long did it take to build this place that's now a pile of rocks?
This took 9 whole years to build.
9 whole years? What? How old are you?
9.
How long did it take to build you?
9 months in my mom's belly.
I got a food baby right now. Hope it doesn't take 9 months for the food baby to come out. Why isn't there a roof? Why are there only walls? I need questions answered.
Most of the walls and all of the ceiling was brought down by the earthquake of December 8th, 1812. It was in use for just 6 years before it was destroyed in the earthquake.
How many people died?
40.
40 people? That's insane. Crazy, I tell you, almost as crazy as me.
This is where the original bell tower stood before the earthquake. You could also see it from 9 miles away, and you could hear it from farther. We are now in the cemetery where 2,000 people, mostly indigenous Ahashimans, were buried. The last person buried was St. John O'Sullivan, also known as the Great Restorer, who undertook restoring the mission since his arrival in 1910. The interior courtyard was originally the workplace and meeting area of Mission San Juan Capistrano. During the 1850s, the center of the mission hosted bullfights and other entertainment events. In the 1930s, Father O'Sullivan's artful efforts turned the central courtyard into a tranquil garden with brick paths and colorful plants. The central courtyard remains the heart and center of mission activity where guests can explore. Oh my gosh! Yeah. Oh my gosh! They love me! They love me! Because of people. Hi! Look! All of them are coming to me. Hello, everyone.
Hey, wait up, where are you going?
I'm going home
Why?
because that's where I live.
But why are you leaving here?
Because that's all I need to know. And look at the time. My vacation's almost over.
Oh man, alright, well it was nice meeting you, reporter lady.
You too.
Just gonna follow you for a mile, that's all.
Okay. La-di-da-di-da-di-do, la-di-da-di-da-da-di-do, la-di-da.
La-di-da-di-da-di-da.
La-di-da-di-da-di-da.
La-di-da-di-da.
La-di-da-da-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da.